basketball on 2K Sports. Here with Grant Hill, Doris Burke, and Ali LaForce. I'm Brian Anderson. And joining us at the broadcast table tonight, our very special guest, Shams Charania. Great to have you with us, Shams.
Great to be here, BA. Great to be here with you guys. I very much look forward to this.
Here we go. And it's going to be Minnesota off the tip. Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. And it's Gobert in at the center position, locking down the middle. Pass to Curry. Healed for 3. Randall pulls down the board. Now DiVincenzo to the paint. And Gobert with the stuff.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
A moment to hear from Ali LaForce.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Immediately, Anthony Edwards came up in our conversation, and coach kind of chuckled and said, well, I don't know if anyone on the planet can slow this kid down. He's on his way to becoming one of the best in the league, if he's not there already. Looks like they're going to roll the dice on one of the league's most talented players. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Ali. McDaniels from long range hits a three-pointer. And you talk to front office insiders, they'll tell you depth is a necessity for a winning team, Shams.
With more parity, that comes more competition. And I'm told front office executives are continuing to scout players that they feel bring that competitive drive, that desire, that will to want to play and compete on a nightly basis, because these games this season gets long. It's not as frequent when you can just coast through games. You need some real horses to finish the race of the regular season.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, that one's good.
They immediately found their offensive rhythm, hitting 3 straight shots to start the game.
Butler on the wing. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Randall outside. Pass to Gobert. Outside, DiVincenzo. It's stolen by Green. Now here's Curry. Fires the 3, and that comes off the assist by Green.
You cannot give Curry an inch. This guy is relentless when he's behind the arc.
Edwards, the pass to Randall. Here's DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Pass to Curry. Now Healed. And here's Butler. DiVincenzo covering. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Shams, with so many entertainment options out there, Commissioner Silver has said the league cannot be complacent.
Boy, is there ever. I mean, you think about the new TV deals, you think about the rise of social media. We're seeing so much innovation in this world, just in general, across all sports, and the NBA is no different. And certainly, the league office has been very proactive, looking to improve this product at every turn, and a lot of this is around social media and around the internet and around their young consumers and young fans.
There is a lack of fear DiVincenzo plays with. If the defense is there, he's going right at them.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. And he makes a first. And he makes both free throws.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Curry against DiVincenzo. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And the Warriors making a change here. Moody's checked in. Randall can't hit.
Boy, he couldn't have asked for a better look. That's tough to take.
Hield passes to Butler. From deep. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Gobert. Outside for Randall. The three is up. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. Warriors trail by 4. Outside Hield. Butler, a screen on Gobert. The kick out, Curry. Shot clock at 5. Over Edwards. Curry's shot is off. The Timberwolves lead by 4. And it's approaching 2 decades since the launch of the modern smartphone, Shams. It's put the game in the palm of your hand.
Well, you know, I don't go anywhere without my phone, and of course, that accessibility is a key part of why Adam Silver says the league has been supercharged by technology. Social media and our phones are a big part of the game.
Can you imagine it any other way at this point?
Absolutely not.
Hield for 3. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. And the 2K leaderboard now gives us a look at the shooting percentage leaders from this past month. The 4th spot held by Rudy Gobert.
One of the hottest players in the league. He's been really sharp from the field recently.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Pajemski's checked in. The 3 from Curry. Sinks it from distance. Curry's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Well, the greatest shooter in the history of the game. Curry, so good from deep.
Edwards finds McDaniels. Now Randall. Butler covering. Randall can't hit.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Kuminga, he's checked in for Butler. And then for Minnesota, Naz Reid's checked in for Randall. And Conley subbed in for DiVincenzo. Outside Conley. Fires from deep. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
This guy has been a superb offensive rebounder. Gobert uses that size and positioning.
And more, we're seeing teams run 1 center with 4 perimeter players, Shams. What's changed?
Well, it's a copycat league. When things are going great, other teams want to copy. And so what we're seeing now is teams' most effective lineups, more shooting and more mobility. That usually overbalances any deficit you have as far as shot blocking or rebounding in today's NBA.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Brian, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. That free throw good from Kuminga.
Well, Jonathan Kuminga is one of the most exciting young players in the league. He's long, explosive, and right now it's about adding to his game.
Horford, he's checked in for the Warriors. Melton comes in for Stephen Curry. And then for Minnesota, Miller's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. And Dillingham subbed in for Anthony Edwards. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at the Timberwolves. Here to start, they're on solid ground, standing 6th in the conference. And checking out the Warriors, they're in 8th place right now.
Seeing where the Timberwolves are, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
Horford inside. Soft touch off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 1. You know, Shams, last year we heard stars like Kevin Durant say they wish more attention was paid to the game. There is great attention paid to the game in a lot of different areas, and I know a lot of the older players are a little uncomfortable with that. Where do you stand on all of this?
Well, listen, BA, every player deserves to have their perspective heard, and they're the ones playing. They're the product at the end of the day. Trades, signings, free agency, coach hirings, firings, that's all a part of the game as well. I think everyone in the game understands that. For me, as long as I'm being fair, accurate, responsible with everything that I do and my information, that's all that matters. I think that's all players, coaches, execs care about.
Randall against Butler. 6 to shoot. From 8 feet, and there's the play inside by Randall.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Randall against Butler. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Randall outside. Pass to Clark. 35 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Randall. Some solid defense from Butler. The Warriors trailing. Outside Kuminga. Inside. Outside Pajemski. Butler against Randall. Butler can't get it to go.
This guy just simply can't find his rhythm, and sometimes that happens.
Pass to Reed. And here's Dillingham from the arc. It doesn't go for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Minnesota. They lead by 1. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
They've got Moses Moody. Kuminga is out there with Butler. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Horford in at the 5. That's the Warriors 5. Kicks it out to Clark. Pass to Dillingham. Takes a 3. Warriors with the rebound. Butler's got his 5th rebound in this one. And we're seeing teams these days applying more early ball pressure. Why is that tactic gaining steam, Sean?
Well, pressure is always going to provide a level of stress, and so it's a way to wear your opponents down, force them to operate deeper into the shot clock, and really it's a way for teams to leverage their length, their depth, their athleticism. You are seeing it used in different strategies.
Pass to Butler. To the inside. Oh, and Reed with a block.
Boy, Naz Reid giving you a high level of rim protection right there.
Six on the shot clock. Horford. And Horford powers it home.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Clark, the pass to Randall. Over Butler. Randall, good.
Such a tough proposition guarding Julius Randle in that area. This guy is capable on the interior.
And Minnesota with some changes. Juzang comes in for Clark. Shannon comes in for Dillingham. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Outside Butler. Horford, a screen on Randall. Butler's got space. From the high post, he drills it. Butler's got 6. The last 7 league MVPs born outside the United States, Shams. The game is going global. What's next?
So, B.A., Adam Silver cited this statistic. 5 years from now, over 40% of the youth of the world will live in Africa. I think we'll see a lot of investment in developing that talent, not to mention captivating fans in that market, but really around the world. That's what the NBA is, a global sport.
You think we'll see teams, divisions, possibly groups of teams in certain areas around the world that'll be part of the NBA?
The NBA Europe is very much in the works. There could be a real league there with the NBA.
Horford can't hit.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
And he banks in the layup. Randall's got 4 points this quarter.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year.
And this is probably a game they've been looking forward to since these guys bounced them from the playoffs last year.
Green's checked in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in for Kuminga. And then for Minnesota, Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Juzang. And it's Anthony Edwards in for Shannon. Randall against Butler. 5 to shoot. The shot comes out. Randall with some nice D. The Timberwolves lead by 4. And here's Edwards outside. Rebounded by Butler. Butler's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Moody. Moses Moody up strong for the jam.
Jimmy Butler has turned himself into a guy that can pick apart any defense you send in his direction. If he sees an opening, he will send it on time and on target.
And Shams, with younger teams like OKC taking the reins, new stars for fans to get acquainted with. Any concern there for the league?
You know, B.A., I think the parity in all these young up-and-coming players is good, and it would probably be more of a concern if these young teams weren't as formidable. But listen, stars like LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, they have had their heyday. You want to see that next generation of players ready to carry the mantle, whether that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Luka Doncic, Cooper Flag, the list goes on.
Pass to Randall. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Randall's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
Outside Moody. Now Butler. Looking to end this cold spell. Good work defensively by Randall.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Over to the wing. Here's a look at some stats for Anthony Edwards.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good.
I think Mike Conley historically will always be part of the grit and grind mentality where he spent his career in Memphis. But this guy's skill set allows him to fit in with any organization.
DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Randall. And Conley drops them both. Warriors trail by 6. Green with a screen on Conley. Pass to Hield. Now here's Green. McDaniels covering. Can't connect from short range. The Timberwolves have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. McDaniels, a screen on Curry. Conley against Curry. Horford with a steal. Down low. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Outside Edwards. Back to Daniels. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. 8 points now in the game for Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah, Jaden McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
And here's Curry for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Curry against Conley. For three, DiVincenzo. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball. And a look now at Minnesota's upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be playing against Domantas Sabonis and the Sacramento Kings. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And you know, for that matchup with the Thunder, a win for them in that one would be huge. Lots of bragging rights when you take down the top team in the league.
Kuminga, he's checked in for Horford. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Reed's checked in. Outside Curry. Curry splashing one down from 3.
Yeah, first quarter he's dropped 2 threes. Now he has another to his credit.
Outside McDaniels. Outside Reed. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive board. Edwards for 3. Edwards hits from beyond the arc.
And they're winning and playing with great confidence, but they need to be more efficient with those three-pointers.
All right, Chums, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
Well, that was fun having Shams sit in with us. I'll tell you what, if you're looking for the inside scoop, he's the guy.
So true. He's got his finger on the pulse of this entire league. If something's going down, you can count on him letting everybody know about it.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Warriors at last season's trade deadline swinging the deal for Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry said him signing an extension is big. He's committed for this run. It creates expectations, which I love. We all thrive off of that energy in that kind of environment. We are up for the challenge. Back to you.
They're all in. Allie, thank you. Back to Curry from the arc. Curry with another miss.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Back to Daniels. Edwards finds DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. McDaniels from long range. Here's Reed. Count it. Good. Reed's got 5 now.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Outside Curry. Pass to Kuminga. Shoots over Reed. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. Well, now a minute. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hello, folks. Is this the half?
Well, looking at the Warriors, they're dealing with some challenges, no doubt about it. They have talent, but maybe not as much as they thought they had.
Okay, let's go back to the first half of our featured game. Anthony Edwards, guys, how about his performance? Thanks for tuning in.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Randle and Gobert are in the middle. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. Edwards, the pass to DiVincenzo. Picked by Gobert. To the middle. Strong finish by Gobert.
Well, terrific movement from the big man. Rudy Gobert starting to master the screen and roll.
And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
Here's Curry. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
One of the most special players offensively in the history of the game, Stephen Curry, cooking right now.
Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Curry takes it in. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 4 assists now tonight.
Boy, despite his efficiency, they just can't get over the hump.
Butler against Randall. Edwards for 3. That one doesn't drop.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
To the inside, Butler. Butler! He's too much close to the rim.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Curry against DiVincenzo. Outside McDaniels. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Oh, such an impressive athlete. Mr. McDaniels, send it in.
Healed against Edwards. And here's Curry for 3. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Edwards. Oh, deflected. Butler with a steal. Butler finishes the job.
My goodness, Jimmy Butler is so explosive. Half-court transition, it doesn't matter where it is.
Outside McDaniels. Randall against Butler. Gobert with a screen on Butler. For 3, Randall can't bury it. His 5th miss in 9 tries. Warriors trail by 8. Green, the pass to Curry. Green with a screen on DiVincenzo. Clock at 6. And here's Curry for 3. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 7 rebounds in the game.
He hasn't found the range lately. It's wild to think he had 3 triples there in the first half.
Curry against DiVincenzo. No good on the shot. Green with the defensive effort. And it's Green with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. Minnesota leading by 8. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
Curry, that's good.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Randall outside. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. They set the pick. Takes the 3. Warriors with the rebound.
Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
Outside, Green. For 3. And there's Curry on the assist from Green. Green's got his 4th assist with that last one. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game. But the efficiency is at an all-time high.
Moody's checked in for the Warriors. Pajimski comes in for Hield. Randall, the pass to McDaniels. Curry with a steal. For the tie. Butler's shot is good. Butler's got 6 in the quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Green against McDaniels. Green, the pass to Curry. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Timberwolves have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the 3rd quarter. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. To stop the drought. Gobert using his size to his advantage.
You love the touch from Rudy Gobert. He's put a ton of work into his offensive game.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. And Doris, the Wolves, the 6th seed last season. But by point differential, they were the 2nd best team in the West.
It didn't start out smoothly for an organization that made major changes. The massive difference in personnel with Julius and Dante changed how they were structured. But boy, with a young superstar in Anthony Edwards, they figured it out, and I think they're well positioned moving forward. I don't think you can help but admire what Draymond Green brings to the floor on a night-by-night basis. This guy plays with a giant chip, and he wants his teammates to come with him.
Conley's checked in for Minnesota. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done. He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Randall on the screen. Curry with the block.
The tremendous defensive effort from Stephen Curry. Believe me, his teammates will hear about that denial.
Back to Butler. Just 5 on the clock for the lead. Ooh, good work on the interior from Butler. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Well, when you think about all the miles Jimmy Butler has on his legs now, how many more does he have left, Grant?
Well, he's been shouldering the load for a long time. But what separates him from the pack is his sheer will and his IQ. So he might just surprise us a little.
And Minnesota making a change here. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Ingles comes in for Julius Randle. Clark is checked in for McDaniels. And Dillingham subbed in for Anthony Edwards. Minnesota needs to get off a shot. Reed for 3. Drains the triple. Reed's got 8.
Yeah, Naz Reid, aware that ball hits my hands, I've got to be ready to rise and fire.
Pass to Pajemski. Horford, a screen on Conley. To the paint. Down low. And here's Moody. 3-pointer. Oh, Moody deadly from there.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Here's Dillingham. Reed, a screen on Melton. Driving inside. Outside Reed. From downtown. The rebound by Moody. The Warriors leading. And he's going for the... Wow, Kuminga playing way above the rim.
Oh, mercy. Mercy me. Kuminga can really get up.
Pass to Reed. Here's Dillingham. Melton covers. Dillingham, no good. The Warriors lead by 3. Inside. Here's Horford, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
You can't have that type of miscue in this moment in this game. You have to be on the same page.
Miller's checked in for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail by 3. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Miller, a screen on Melton. Left side, Conley. Minnesota again missing.
It would be smart to hold for the final shot.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Pass to Horford. Shoots over Reed. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Stephen Curry getting it done for Golden State. He's been effective on offense, racking up 21 points so far in this contest. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
Keep everything sharp. Keep the cuts hard. Cutting through contact. Passes sharp.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. They've got Jonathan Kuminga. Jimmy Butler out there with Al Horford. Then it's Moses Moody, and it's Podziemski in at the point. That's the Warriors 5. Horford against Reed. Over Horford. Drills the elbow jumper.
Well, Naz Reid doesn't operate often in the mid-range, but if you concede it, he'll take it.
Pass to Butler. Out to Horford. Launches it. Hey, Horford from range.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Conley. Outside Reed to the inside. Butler with a steal. Kuminga, the pass to Moody. Outside Podziemski. Now here's Butler. Horford, a screen on Randall. Pass to Horford. The three. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Conley. Now Randall. Back to Conley. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Moody's got 4 rebounds now. And here's Kuminga for 3. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got 5 rebounds in the game.
I'll tell you, this is not a game he'll want to individually remember, but they are positioned to close this thing out.
Pass to Podziemski. Outside Moody. Horford inside. Oh, getting it done. Horford gets it to go.
Well, Al Horford just goes about his business, and that's an easy opportunity right there.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And the Warriors make some changes. Post's checked in for Horford, and it's Curry in for Kuminga. And then for Minnesota, Shannon comes in for Clark. And it's Anthony Edwards in for Dillingham. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He said to his players, "I believe in you. I know what we have." It was less about X's and O's and more about the team's identity. Guys, they play for one another.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Butler finds Curry. And here's Post. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his 3rd foul so far. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Green, a screen. Shot clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Moody from outside. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 6 rebounds in the game. Conley against Curry. Out left to the wing. And they call an illegal screen here.
The over and back call, always avoidable.
Right, it doesn't happen often. It's kind of a silly mistake. We'll see if they can make up for it on the defensive end.
And Minnesota with some changes. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Shannon. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley. Back to Butler. Green with a screen on Randall. Pass to Green. Jacks up a 3. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Butler's got 6 assists now in the game. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this 4th quarter. Here's Dillingham. Back to Edwards. It's intercepted. Outside Moody. Now here's Curry. Over Dillingham. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Green against Randall. No good, and they can't put it into the drought. And it's Green with the ball for Golden State. They'll be off to Portland for a meeting with the Trailblazers after this one. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Curry surveys. Green, a screen. Oh, Curry from way out there.
I'll tell you, they come out of the locker room, they are a step slow on the defensive end.
Outside Edwards. Great D that time from Podziemski.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Green finds Curry. And here's Butler. Checked by Randall. The shot by Butler, no good. Timberwolves trail by 12. McDaniels inside. Butler covering. Randall right side. Back to Daniels. This one for 3. The rebound by Moody. Moody's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Butler. Oh, Butler getting aggressive.
You can't give Jimmy Butler that kind of space. He will get above the rim and let you hear about it.
The Timberwolves have got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Here's Edwards. Beyond the arc. Randall. Extra points. Crucial second chance bucket.
You know, in the first half, they made a concerted effort to extend possessions. This half, they're getting back on defense instead of hitting the offensive boards.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. So both teams changing it up here. And here's Butler. Left side Curry. 5 on the clock. Curry from inside.
Boy, Curry just taking over and seemingly able to get anything he wants right now.
It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Hield. Can't hit it. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Butler, a screen on DiVincenzo. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
1:43 left in the game. Edwards fires. Knocks down the trifecta.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that 3-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Here's Curry. Outside, Green. Now Butler. With the floater. Tough make by Jimmy Butler.
Well, we know Jimmy wants to get to the cup, but sometimes the defense forces you to modify things. How pretty was his floater? Woo!
Outside DiVincenzo. Here's Randall. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
And the Warriors with possession. They're on a 17-7 run.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Warriors.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number 1 was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm, and they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And we've come to expect these kinds of strong games for Jimmy Butler.
And his activity level on defense, self-evident, racking up steals, deflections. I mean, he was a handful tonight, showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home. And I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Jimmy, congrats on the win. What did it take to get it done tonight?
A lot of heart. My teammates fought hard throughout the whole game, and everybody had a tough matchup and manned up. And at the end of the day, we did what we were supposed to do.
Congrats on the win.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Jimmy Butler.